Solve a system equation for x and y. Oh, we have an a in it. We're still solving for x and y though, so I would like to have an equation at the end of the day which says x equals and y equals. And now this might have a in it, but a is just a number, it's just a constant. Or it could be an error function, but here it says solve for x and y. So that's all we want to do. We're solving for x and y. We're not solving for a. We could solve for a if we wanted to. We could solve for x and a, or we could solve for y and a, but we're solving for x and y. So first things first, let's label the equations. Equation 1, equation 2. So now we will simplify equation number 1. So what are we going to do here? We're going to multiply both sides of the equation by 4 minus a, and we will expand this guy. So what are we going to get? We're going to get 3a minus 3x plus y equals 8 minus 2a. Okay? Now let's bring all the x's to one side and y's, x's and y's to one side, and everything else to the other side. So I'm just going to be left with negative 3x plus y equals 8 minus 3a, so it's going to be minus 5a. Okay, and we'll call that equation number 1a. Then we'll also simplify equation number 2. So we're going to just, oh, this one's a nice easy one. We'll just expand this guy. So we'll just have ax minus x plus y equals 7. And then what are we going to do here? Now we are going to leave it, because that is already exactly what I want it to be. 2a. Now let's solve, now I can't solve this using matrices or elimination because I have this a value. Okay, so I have a here. I cannot put this into a matrix or into elimination because it has a letter value. I need to have numerical values to do those. I can use substitution though, so that's what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using substitution. So which values are going to be easier to solve for? Which x or which y is going to be easier to solve for? And I think it's going to be this y or this y. And I think I'm going to choose this y. It doesn't really matter though. Either one. You wouldn't want to solve for this x because you have to take a reverse bracket operator and it already be pretty messy subbing that in there. I want to have the easiest equation to solve for. So I'm going to solve for y in 2a. Okay, so y is equal to, we'll just bring everything else over here. So it's going to be 7 plus x minus ax. Okay, and we'll call that 2b. And now we'll substitute 2b into 1a. And we will get minus 3x plus y, which is 7 minus x, plus x, minus ax, bracket closed, equals 8 minus 5a. Yep. So let's expand this. We will get minus 3x plus 7 plus x minus ax equals 8 minus 5a. Let's solve for x now. Let's bring all the x's over here. So we're going to have negative 3x plus x is going to be negative 2x. So it's going to be minus 2x minus ax equals minus 7. So I'm going to have 1 minus 5a. Okay, here we're going to do a reverse bracket operator to get the x out. So we'll get x, bracket open, minus 2 minus a equals 1 minus 5a. So then x is going to be equal to, now we divide by that, 1 minus 5a all over negative 2 minus a. I'm just going to get rid of that negative downstairs, so x is going to be equal to 5a minus 1 all over 2 plus a. Okay, how did I do that? I just multiplied this equation by 1, which is negative 1 over negative 1, and then brought that into both of these guys here, okay? So I could have it over 2 over 2, or 7 over 7 over 7. After I have this, which is equation number 1b, I'm going to substitute 1b into 2b. So it's going to be y is equal to 7 minus x, which was going to be 5a minus 1 all over 2 plus a, minus a times 5a minus 1 all over 2 plus a. Okay, this one's a little not the nicest, but I'm actually going to take this out. I think the easiest way for me to make this nice here, instead of expanding it all out here, I should expand it all out. could take this out, so I'll be left with y equals 7. That's going to be minus 1 minus a, so it's going to be plus negative 1 minus a times 5a minus 1 all over 2 plus a. Okay, now if I bring that back in here, I'll get minus a times that and minus 1 times that, and then plus, yeah. So that works there. That makes it a little nicer to look at, but still not nicest. I could expand all this out and try to simplify this one, but I'm just going to leave it like this, considering the number of the page room that I have. Okay.